Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is gonna be the last video for today, and I definitely want to talk about this because, as you guys already know, man, whoo, let me catch my breath here, whoo. So I've had a lot of conversation with you guys about the future of PlayStation and, of course, the first party. And I've either scared people away with what I had to say, or I simply just told them what they did not want to hear, and that is the truth. The truth of the matter is this, man. Sony is going to experiment with the market, and things have changed. New leadership, new teams, new strategies, etc., etc. You're going to see a lot of stuff change with PlayStation that you're not accustomed to. They're already showing their new ways of going about business with their new partnerships, and obviously them expanding since they went through globalization, etc., etc. A lot of things have changed, and you're still going to get those next gen bangers out of the platform, of course. But one of the things that a lot of people do not simply understand is that Sony sees more, or should I say Sony wants more out of their first party lineup. That's just simple, as simple as it is. And it's crazy because you have people who talk about sales. Now, me in general, I don't talk about the sales figures anymore. I just don't, because I see how people act with sales figures. Sales figures only seem to matter when they want to compare them to Xbox. But when it comes to the overall picture and how funny, the situation, comes to be, they don't bring this up. And why do I say that? Well, you notice again, when the other platform is involved, obviously dudes throw sales at you like, oh, Sony sold, let's say, 5 million PS5s last week, right? And Xbox sold 2. Oh yeah, sales matter. But when Sony brings their games to PC, oh, sales don't matter. It shouldn't be like that. It should be only locked to one platform. Again, this is what I'm talking about, the extremists, the weirdos who are on Twitter 24/7. Most of these dudes that be on Twitter 24/7 do not play these games day one or buy them. It's just that simple. And you're seeing that in spades. A lot of people bought Ghost of Tsushima, and guess what? Didn't even play it. I promise you. They haven't even beaten the story. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into the story, man. Let's go ahead and get into why we're here. Ghost of Tsushima has lost the only on PlayStation tagline. It has officially lost that, and it joins the ranks of Horizon Zero Dawn. I was about to say Forbidden West, but Horizon Zero Dawn. It joins the ranks, obviously, of Days Gone. Spider-Man Miles Morales doesn't have this, obviously, if you want to throw that out there. What else doesn't have the only on PlayStation? Ratchet and Clank didn't have it. A few games, didn't have it on the box, but it joins the rank now. And if you guys remember in the last corporate strategy meeting, Uncharted 4 was on the list of games to potentially go to PC. In fact, so was Miles Morales. So you kind of can see why I'm actually in this, I'm just in this like somber mood, so to speak, because again, I already saw this happening for the longest time, and a lot of people simply didn't want to listen or pay attention. A lot of this stuff is literally right in front of you, but instead, dudes don't want to look at it. They just want to go ahead and brag about exclusives or brag about, a number. One of the main reasons why I think a lot of people are missing the point with a lot of this too, and the reason why they will never understand why Sony is going to benefit from this, is because, again, they're just so caught up in the console war. And Sony, at the end of the day, got you guys anyway, the extremists. They got the extremists anyway. The dude's like, oh, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm going PC or I'm going Xbox, which is hilarious to me. They go right back to square one as soon as Sony shows a game. You don't believe me? Look at Uncharted 4. You remember, Uncharted 4 was rumored to be going to PC, and as soon as that rumor went around, you had dudes going to full damage control or full seizures over the information. And as soon as that information got out there, of course, Sony announced Horizon Forbidden West, and we saw the gameplay, or we saw gameplay for Horizon Forbidden West. As soon as we saw the gameplay for Horizon Forbidden West, nobody was talking about Uncharted. In fact, everybody said you can have Uncharted. We got Horizon Forbidden West, which is a true next-gen game. Mind you, these same dudes forgot that Horizon was a cross-gen game, and it's on PlayStation 4. And now, all of a sudden, that game doesn't look that good because it's a cross-gen game, and they're going to say the same thing about, you guessed it, God of War. Like I said before, man, and I've said this with Chris Grinnell, a former PlayStation developer who worked on Killzone and Wipeout and a few other titles for PlayStation. A lot of things are changing, and a lot of you guys need to wake up and see that things are changing. It's not about being loyal to the brand at all. It's about preserving the legacy of these said games. A lot of these games need stuff like this to happen to make sure we get sequels. And if you don't believe me, right? If you don't believe me, how many times have I been talking about the Order 1886? How many times have we been talking about the Order 1886 and potentially a sequel, and hopefully in hopes of a sequel for that? And we know we're not going to get that. Right? How many of us have been saying that? We've been saying that for years. And you know what's funny? We probably would have gotten one if they would have released that on PC. Same thing goes for Until Dawn 2. I'm just saying, there's so many games Sony could have benefited from to, get sequels to. So many games. And the thing is, a lot of people think they're losing anything. You're not losing a single thing with these games going to PC whatsoever. You are still getting the top tier experience. You are getting the most out the box. You're getting the whole shebang. The only thing that's hurting is dudes' egos, and they're using this on Twitter. That's it. And half these dudes who use this on Twitter and act like they're this elite gamer and that they're the most knowledgeable, they think they're top tier and all this stuff. Half these dudes can't even match me in PSN score. So what makes you think you are losing anything when you know damn well this doesn't affect you? Seriously. You know for a fact this does not affect you. Uncharted 4 going to PC, dudes like this is the worst day ever. But as soon as Horizon comes out, all of a sudden it doesn't matter. And you're hyped for Horizon. You're hyped with PlayStation again. Remember how I said if you're done with PlayStation, literally just be done with PlayStation. You'd be better off if that's the case, right? But no, they go right back to square one and they go back to hyping up these games and acting like they didn't say the following. This is why I say PlayStation dudes have lost a point. I remember I was on Jack Move's stream. We were talking about this, and Jack Move, was kind of the only real dude, the only real one, by the way, who said that Horizon didn't look that good. He was the only one who kept it a buck. Everybody else was capping to try to get attention off of him. But I even told Jack, I was like, Jack, I asked him in just clear as day, are you still buying the game day one? He said, yeah, I'm buying the games day one. Again, if you're buying the game day one, this outrage is pointless. It does nothing to them because they got your money. They know they can get away with it. And guess what? They're going to continue to go away with it. They're going to continue to do it. I'm going to tell you why. Because they know you are going to buy it. It's that simple. And people want to compare Sony to Nintendo. Nintendo fans, we've already established this. Nintendo fans are a different breed. They will buy anything, and that includes cardboard. Literally, they bought cardboard for $80. Sony can't sell cardboard to PlayStation fans as first party and get away with it. They just can't do it. Sorry. Not even Microsoft can do it. They don't have that luxury. Different fan base, different mentalities. Sony is more of a third-party platform when it comes to overall crazy sales, right? That's third-party, which has always been. First-party games have always complemented the third-party sales, but when it comes to comparing those sales to Nintendo, Sony's first party does not even come close to selling what Nintendo does. It's just how it is. Sony wants to get the most out of these games, and I see it happening in spades. So, with that being said, you're going to see more games go to PC. Ghost of Tsushima is more likely up on the mat here. It's more likely next. Obviously, you got Uncharted 4 was mentioned before. It would not surprise me if Miles Morales happens to go to PC at all. As you clearly can see, I am not affected by this whatsoever, and neither should you feel affected by this. I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, you are getting some of the best experiences that you have ever seen from PlayStation, and they will continue to drop on the platform. And everybody else who's acting like, oh, they're missing out, clearly these dudes are not playing these games and clearly just want to push agendas for the sake of clout. And it's really pathetic at this point in time. Anyway, that's just my quick little take. I'm not even going to say anything outlandish in this like, oh, I told you so, because, again, it seems like I do that a lot on this platform. So instead, I'm going to keep to myself. But, yeah. Any other future games going to PC, I'm probably just going to make them quick videos because, again, I already told you things are changing and you're going to see a lot of this stuff. All the games more than likely from the Greatest Hits collection. Remember that. Greatest Hits collection. Remember how we had that for like we have for PS2, PS3, PS4, right? All the games from the Greatest Hits collection are more than likely going to make their jump to PC, and you're going to see more of that. And I absolutely see that in spades. There you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think it's the case? Either way, I already know it's the case. I can already see it. And there's going to be a lot more to come. This is your boy Big Cloud Gaming. Thanks again for watching. See you guys on the next one. I am most certainly out of here. Y'all be good. All right? Deuces.